Hello everyone, Russell Wright from Network Empire and ThemeZoom.com. I want to thank you for downloading the Video Website Silo Architecture plugin for WordPress. Now I've freshly installed a brand new WordPress blog and removed all the plugins so that we have a bare bones structured site so that I can demonstrate in a very basic way how this plugin works and how it's going to benefit you, because this thing is unbelievably powerful. I'm so excited to finally have it for myself and all of my network of sites. So now that you understand we have a bare bones site, and hopefully you understand that website silo architecture normally takes about 5 different plugins and several hours to fully develop, and it used to take weeks to fully create a proper website silo architecture with the correct link structure and everything. So we have no menus, we have only home, and we have a perfectly blank random WordPress blog upload. It happens to be a domain called SEO Silo Plugin because that's a blank domain that I have. And so I'm going to show you how that works. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go inside of the WordPress area. I have not yet uploaded the plugin. Now I'm going to assume some knowledge here. I'm going to assume that you already have a basic working understanding of WordPress and you've uploaded plugins before. But you'll upload our plugin just like any other kind of plugin. Click Add New. Click Upload. Choose your file, and I happen to have it on my desktop, which is where you should have it as well after having downloaded it after your purchase. Click Install Now and click Activate, and that's all there is to it. You should see plugin activated at the top of your plugin screen. Additionally, you should see it on the plugin menu. Okay. Currently this is the only plugin installed, and so it's the only one I have, and I'm doing this for clarity's sake. Okay, now once it's installed, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the vSilo Builder so that you can see where it is. It's right here. It's going to be at the top of your WordPress side dash. Okay, and just go ahead and click on it. We'll start at the settings area, and we're going to quickly go through these because there's plenty of help files and other things. In fact, there's a full help area right here on your sidebar called Help, where we even have videos, and we'll continue to add videos on that Help page right within your plugin. Okay, if you want to go granular. Very quickly, this is our shortcode. You can use this shortcode wherever you might need the silo menu. And because silo menus are non-trivial to build, meaning they're challenging, and it was challenging to code because WordPress does not naturally default to such an organized structure. Okay, so you can use that in other places if you ever need it. Okay, and there is a menu heading. We'll go into that in more advanced modules. The YouTube channel, the YouTube upload date. This means that you can determine how recent the YouTube version video is. Is it the last hour, today, this week, this month, this year? I do any. I can also do pull videos from my own channel if I want to. Be careful with this one, because if you're using diverse keywords and the channel does not have keywords, does not have videos made with the keyword in the title or the description, it will pull 0 videos back and you'll have a blank page and you have to add content yourself. That's why when I'm doing large numbers of video silo sites using Kraken, which automates the process of literally spitting out blueprints all day long, you pretty much want to just use every YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube duration. Some people like short videos on their site. I like them as long as possible, and I'm fine if people want to stay for hours on my site. So I just leave it at any. Also, we do give you this amazing option to add video comments. That means that we pull the comments in as they are verbatim with no spinning, and we have found no problems. In fact, quite the opposite. By pulling in comments, we have more content, more interaction, and in my advanced techniques and courses, I show people how to do that, both in the natural way and how in the more controversial way of using this. Okay, that's for advanced students only. Okay, and then when you go to the YouTube post content area, okay, see, this is the YouTube post content area. This is what's going to appear inside your post or page in the silo structure. You're going to notice an embed HTML. Now you must leave that in there. That is the YouTube API for the embedding of your video, of whichever video is chosen in relationship to the keyword. Okay, so we're pulling it back via the API, and it's going to pull in a video that has the keyword in your silo structure, either in the title, the description. I'm not sure if it uses the tags, but I believe it's primarily title and description, okay, because it's more relevant that way. All right, and there's other short codes that we go over, such as the video description, video ID, and video title in advanced methods. But I'm going to go ahead and use video description right now. It just simply means that we take the video description from the video that's being pulled back. And yes, we do want it on the page beneath our video. I like that. I'm going to give you an inside tip right now. There is no evidence whatsoever that using people's description tags from YouTube is a problem at all. In fact, quite the opposite. I have found that it seems to give me the edge. It's content related to the video, and I don't even spin it. I did experiments where I spun descriptions, and I did experiments where I did not spin them. And the non-spun content did as good or better than content that I was spinning with Spin FM when it came to descriptions on YouTube videos. And I'm talking on sites that have anywhere from 8,000 to 30,000 videos. Okay, so this is testing that I've done. So far I have found that YouTube and Google, which are the same company, just don't care if you use their video descriptions when you have videos on the site. Now, you can also do other things inside this area, such as a Facebook like box, and I have other tips that would help you to do better and better using this type of system. So literally you can use any kind of HTML or iframe right here, and it will appear under every single video. Just keep in mind that it will appear under every video that you import using this method. Okay, so for right now we're going to leave it at that, and the rest we'll go over inside the private membership area at networkempire.com. Don't forget to click your update settings. Update settings is very important, otherwise you'll forget, you'll not update your previous settings. And also, I do want to add video comments, so I got to update again. There we go. All right, so that's the current settings. We're going to pull in video comments, we're going to pull in descriptions for the videos, and we're going to pull in a video on every page. Great. So the next step, and this is one that we do get help desk requests on because people do forget, is to go to the appearance area under widgets in the WordPress default location, widgets. And you've got to remember to put in the DW as the Network Empire Advanced Silo. Okay, you can see this is still here from my previous video that I attempted to shoot. Okay, so I'm going to pull it off as if it's not there. Okay, and the way you're going to see it is up here in the main sidebar. You're going to see nothing right here the first time you install this. Okay, what you want to do is you want to go to the available widgets area. That's this area right here. You're going to want to go to DWS Advanced Silo. Currently this is called Advanced Silo, and you're going to drag it and you're going to put it right here. Just a drag and drop. What this does is it allows this incredibly complex menu using precise SEO silo architecture to appear on every page that it needs to appear. Okay, and that's kind of the gears and the hamsters working in the software behind the scenes to do all this for you. And you can also title this menu, such as we're going to actually do a topic called vocal lessons. I'm going to call this vocal stuff. I'm only leaving it as vocal stuff because I want you to see that you can give headers to menus. And this is really nice if you're doing master authority sites. For example, if we were doing vocal lessons, guitar lessons, keyboard lessons, and the rest, each menu could be called its own type of thing, okay, its own category. So let's go over to the home page now and look at and see, after adding this widget, you know, what it looks like. Go ahead and open a new tab. Okay, and let's just, there it is. You can see right here on the menu, our silo menu is already starting to be built. Okay, you can see there's nothing yet on the upper part, but we're going to get to that next. All right, after you've added the widget, you're really ready to go. And we're going to want to go back up to the V Silo Builder, go to the Manual Silo Builder. And this is the area that you can add your own keywords without importing them directly from Network Empire Silo Builder or Kraken or other technologies that we offer you. Okay? And I understand that some of you are on a budget. I would strongly recommend that you use some of our paid upstream services because you'll have more profitable keyword clusters and silo structures, and you'll have no question or doubt in your mind that you have the most profitable keywords. And when you're building a website silo structure out, you might as well have the most profitability and the most diverse keyword structures and the most co-current keyword structures. And please do see our other videos on that topic, because you will get really advanced when you start understanding all that stuff. Okay, we've already agreed that we're going to talk about vocal lessons. Now I'm going to go over to a search engine results page for vocal lessons. I happen to be in Nashville, Tennessee at the moment, where vocal lessons are kind of through the roof. Like, you wouldn't really find this, for example, in Maine or something like this. and because music is so prominent here, you can see that we even have the new Google banner strip, where people who are local vocalist teachers or vocal teachers have their own ratings and ad system. This is pretty new, has only been out for the last couple months actually. So we're going to go to the bottom of this page. I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick for people who are totally broke. If we know that if this website was called Vocal Lessons R Us or vocallessonsdirectory.com or something like that, then what you would do is you would already have that home page being vocal lessons, all right? So now we're going to make some silo landing pages. And do be advised that we have whole lessons on this topic inside the members area. Your silo landing pages are often built around what it is that you're selling. Like maybe you have, for example, a product that's all about vocal warm-ups. Who knows, okay? Well, if that's your product, you definitely want a silo landing page on that. So you're going to add that as a silo landing page. So remember that it's best to capitalize this now. Yes, you can capitalize it in the title and do it over again, but if you do that, you're going to have to change it in the category section as well. This is a little idiosyncrasy with this plugin because of the complexity of what it is that we've had to do to make this work at this level of complexity. So try to get it right the first time. Okay, and as you get more advanced, you'll be able to even write your call to action. Like, you know, if it's vocal warm-ups, it could be if it's called the right method vocal warm-ups. I'll put that right in here right now. The right method. Okay, let's say I invented a vocal warm-up method. Okay, you could do all that right now, and you would already know that your silo structure is going to set up. Okay, in other words, you can do your persuasion architecture right here if you want to. All right, let's go over and pull another one back. Let's say vocal tips. You've got a magazine you're going to put on here on the silo landing page, and it's going to be vocal tips. Okay. Now, again, what determines your silo landing pages should be your products first. Let's just say vocal exercises. Let's say you're going to put like a bunch of free videos on vocal exercises, which is not a bad idea and probably very viral. Okay, and now we're kind of ready, but one of the things you have to do is click this home radio button. If you forget that, an error message will pop up and it'll tell you to click it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and click add new, and that should be no problem whatsoever to add that. Make sure that you notice that we had our add videos checkbox checked. If we had not had that checked, no videos would have been added to these pages. So let's go ahead and do a refresh on the home page of this brand new blog. And you can see that they have been added right here across the top and on the sidebar. So the top level silo landing pages have been correctly added right here. To make matters cooler, which is not true for our free plugin and is true on this one, is click on that and you can see the video has been added. The video has been added, the description tag has been added, and also look what else we've got. We have these guys here. These are what? Comments. Okay? And these comments are not spun in any way, and they will still help you. Okay? Go ahead and do play.
Welcome to Vocal Warm.
There you go. So you have just added extremely engaging content in a top-level silo landing page, hopefully in a congruent way with your product, tied to your product on a blog. All right? So now we're ready to go deeper. Okay, and we're doing this the poor man's method, which is the manual silo builder instead of using advanced research tools. But hey, that's how you earn your way into using more advanced power tools. So let's go ahead and do vocal warm-ups. And for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to use Google. Google is going to show me what it thinks is relevant to vocal warm-ups. So I'll go find some long tails. Okay, here you go. Here's vocal warm-ups for piano. Let's just go ahead and I'm doing these one at a time to give you a sense. Okay, and I'm going to capitalize them so I don't have to warm-ups. For piano. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go see if we can find vocal warm-ups for actors. That's a great one. And Google doesn't have anything capitalized here, so we'll have to go ahead and toss these in here. So this little feature, doing all these manually, is excellent for beginners who can't really grasp, importing 50 silos or 10 silos all at the same time. Okay, And let's do one more. Best voice warm-ups. The reason I'm adding that is that I want to teach you a little bit while we're doing these tutorials about some advanced methods that we've taught through the years. Voice warm-ups is different than vocal warm-ups, and that's what we call a pure diverse keyword. I mean, it's completely diverse. Even though it's a synonym, it doesn't even contain the word vocal, and that gives your blog more keyword diversity while still supporting the theme. Another one you could do is singing warm-ups. Okay, I would probably research all these to make sure there's actually traffic on them, but singing and voice does not have the word vocal in it. So now you have a nice diversified portfolio, and this is what Kraken and TLKT and DWS is all about, because those all tell you the diverse synonyms. Okay, well now I'm just kind of having to guess. All right, so let's go ahead and where do I want to put these? Well, don't forget to put them under the vocal warm-ups area. Okay, we're going to click make sure I want the add. Yes, I do want videos. Click add new. And it should be there in just a quick second. And boom, there they are. Let's go back, do a refresh. And you can see that we have, if you go to vocal warm-ups, this theme happens to have a pop-down menu, this default theme. Those are all there. But you can also see that we have those same items here. Now you might be wondering what this is. This is the home button. And the reason it's like that is because this particular theme uses the blog name for the home button. I can go in there and change that if I wish. No big deal. So I didn't want you to get confused by that. I can change it to home if you want. Okay, and let's go ahead and go to vocal warm-ups for piano, vocal warm-ups for act. These are all the ones that we just put in there. And each one of them should also have a video pulled in. See that? There's the video, there's the description, and there is the various comments that people have. Of course, in advanced techniques, I show you how to add avatars in here where there are none right now. And these are all, this is all bare bones that I'm teaching you right now, but you can make this look incredibly active with the perfect SEO silo structure. Not to mention having Facebook like boxes. There's all kinds of things that you can do. All right, so let's go back and just remind ourselves where we are. Okay, we've done from the home page, pretending this is vocalwarmups.com or something like that. We've created a landing page called Vocal Warmups because we have a product called Writes Vocal Warmups. Okay, this is just theoretical. I'm trying to give you an idea of how you determine how silos are built. It's not purely technical. There's also marketing and persuasion architecture and product architecture tied to it. Okay, and then you also connect your particular kinds of categories to that. You can also, and by the way, all of these are created in the WordPress pages function. These are under pages, these are under pages. And you can tell by just going to your pages, look at all pages, and you can see them all right there. We have that dash. Vocal warm-ups for piano, vocal warm-ups for actors. See how they've all been made out of pages within the WordPress functionality, okay? But if we go one more level deep, underneath these, say vocal warm-ups for piano, it's going to be posts that are utilized under there. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put a couple items. Let's say we've done research in Kraken or TLKT or my other advanced research tools, and this, let's go ahead and say, for some reason, we wanted to do piano. I can't really put any logic to it right now, like why we would do this. I mean, as far as a topic, piano warm-ups for voice. Let's say it was that. For some reason, that's what we wanted. And let's say it was let's say we wanted to take, I'm just being really silly here, Billy Joel's A Piano Man. Okay. Now, if I was using Kraken and I was using other tools, I have very special methods to find out what co-occurrence is and so on and so forth. I'm only using this to have some fun. And I don't like using the manual silo builder because I work with really advanced technology and I like co-occurrence and cost per click and competing pages, but heck, it's so much better than not using it, okay? So I'm just kind of having fun and messing around here. So we're going to go ahead and click Add New. Make sure that Add Videos, yes, I do want those. Let's just go ahead and see what happens here. Probably in a split second or so, you're going to see that Billy Joel Piano Man and Piano Warm-Ups for Voice are all under Vocal Warm-Ups for Piano. When we refresh, that should be pretty evident. Okay, you can still see Billy Joel Piano Man. And let me remind you where you are within the site URL structure. Vocal Warm-Ups for Piano. Okay, let's go back to the top of the site, click Home. All right. So the reason that Billy Joel is showing on the home page is because we have our blog settings set to our blog role. Okay, hopefully you know about that. If you don't, learn some basic WordPress items. It's easy to change under settings and reading. Okay, but now we're on the home page, and you can see that under Vocal Warmups, I should be able to click now in Vocal Warmups, and then the drop-down menu for Vocal Warmups comes up. I should be able to click on the Vocal Warmups for Piano, which is the one we just added the sub-articles for, and it's going to go ahead and change. You see how the menu's changing over here to give you perfect silo architecture? Okay, Vocal Warmups for Piano, and then here you go. Here's the two that I just added, and here's my silly one with Billy Joel. And we know for a fact that Billy Joel was added because he's on the home page because of our settings. And there he is. Of course, we pulled back the Piano Man. And you can see that I'm already caught up in it. I mean, who can, who would not stop to watch Billy Joel if they like Billy Joel, right? It's one of the most overplayed songs in history. Okay, and then you can see all these comments. There's probably tens of thousands of comments. In fact, we've pulled in at least 50 of them. But that's all there. And what I love about this plugin is, again, I can't emphasize enough how difficult this type of structure is to do without automation. Okay, so here you have it. You're actually 4 levels deep into the site, and this is actually a post now. Okay, so Billy Joel, Piano Man, and Piano Warmups for Voice are actually posts, and if you go to posts, you can look at them. Piano Warmups for Voice and Billy Joel Piano Man. You can add your own content later on. Probably the next thing that I would do when this site was ready to go live is I would let it steep for a while, and I would go add the Video SEO plugin by Yoast, which requires that you use the regular SEO WordPress plugin that Yoast creates. And I would submit both my sitemap and my regular sitemap, video sitemap, my regular sitemap, to my Webmaster Tools account. And I would start to get indexed within 2 or 3 days. In fact, I've seen it less than 24 hours with video on the pages. And this is, of course, what Becker is talking about at Omega SEO. This is what all these guys are talking about when it comes to the stuff we've taught them through the years on website silo architecture, which is the stuff that Bruce Clay showed me in 2005. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard. And let's go ahead and look and see on the menu silo builder. So here's your general overview. And probably if I were to guess, what we've just done here manually is so probably would have taken all day or a couple of days to do for most intermediate students, even a couple of years ago. So that gives you an idea of how easy it is, and you can go change and add your own content. You're starting to already have the structures of a super awesome Google hungry site, one that they'll love because you're using their technology, using YouTube, and you can start to add your promos. You can just put your banner right here on the side and get click-throughs. If you're using WR2, which please do see networkempire.com private members area, where we talk to you about the difference between a level 2 and a level 1 site and how that works to drive traffic to your transaction or to your buy button. You can see traffic coming in within as little as 72 hours with these types of things. Okay, sometimes much, much faster when you're socially interactive. And we're not dealing with any social buttons or all the other things that I teach in my advanced courses. Okay, so that's pretty much the manual silo builder and how that works. Now, remember also that you can change the title tags on this, and when you change the title, so if I wanted to change this to Billy Joel, the Piano Man, actually let's go back. Anything that's a page, anything above a certain level like Vocal Warmups for Piano, that's a page, meaning it uses a page technology in WordPress. You can see right here it says Edit Page. Any of the pages that you have, if you change their names, like vocal warm-ups for piano. If it was vocal warm-ups for piano by Russell, if I went in there and edited it, you have to make sure to change this in the category. The way that we're able to do what we do with this complex digital hierarchy is by using the WordPress categories. So if I change this, I'm being really silly here, but by Russell, when I click update, you've got to click like a bunny. After you do that, you need to go back and add this exact change to your categories. Otherwise, it's going to look really, really weird in your silo area. So I'm going to go back to categories where it says piano warm-ups. So you just go right in here and you edit it and go ahead and add that right there. And you must change the name to match the title whenever you're dealing with any of the pages. That's the only caveat of creating a system in this advanced. On the upcoming versions, we'll probably deal with that, so you don't have to touch that. Okay. And if you get anything unusual that you see in your vSilo Builder manual title, if something is messed up within the structure, it's probably because you forgot to add the category. When you change the title, you probably forgot to change the category to match. Okay. So this is brilliant. This is the manual version, and I got to say, you're always going to get traffic with this kind of stuff. I mean, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. And on the next video, when I come back, I'm going to show you how to use the features that are pretty much only the features that I use, which is the vSilo Builder, okay, and the Video Silo Builder Importer, rather. Okay, let me just zoom in on this for a second. This works with two unbelievably powerful technologies. One of them is silo structures from the Network Empire Silo Builder, formerly called DWS. This one works with the Kraken AutoMagic Blueprint. There's a little known secret that we haven't marketed. Kraken actually creates a technically correct, co-occurrence, high traffic, and pay-per-click driven perfect silo infrastructure that can be pulled in to the Silo Builder automatically using the XML file. They both work the same. And it's so powerful that I've finally been given permission to start actually marketing it. And we're going to do a couple more videos. The next video, I'm going to show you the Network Empire Silo Builder, formerly called DWS. So I'll see you on the next video where we import this stuff and create a massive structure very, very quickly.